Okay, welcome back everybody. You're watching the International. This is the group qualifying stage, or the sort of the group stage that they're running. This is Dara versus EHOME. I am TriumphOfMan. With me, of course, is Sheever, and we are casting the first in a best-of-2 series. Dara has not been going so well today. EHOME, on the other hand, are on a bit of a hot streak. They've been doing quite well and are looking pretty strong. Dara, though, they have had some really good plays during yesterday. They were playing some, in particular, G was playing a fantastic Rubik, so hopefully we can say that again, and Go Black and Artstyle have been playing some, or Artstyle in particular has been playing some super aggressive Chaos Knights. So I would not be too surprised if we see them grab that up, or even EHOME banning that up. But Sheever, look at that ban straight away, Wisp. They are keeping that away from from Artstyle.
We saw Wisp in the previous game. We know how annoying it can be. But Dara loves to run Wisp Chaos Knight or combination like that. And EHOME knows that. They banned out first ban privilege on the Wisp. Probably forcing out some other bans from Dara. They're actually banning out a Broodmother, so purposely leaving Lycan and Naga Siren in the game. EHOME done their homework. There goes the Rubik. Naga Siren and Lycan, what do you reckon? Are they going to make it through?
I don't think Naga Siren will get through. Possibly Lycan. I could see Lycan. If Naga Siren, I think, would just be... I just haven't really seen any teams cope with her particularly well, so I just really feel like she's a really big, sort of an unknown factor. So I think, on the other hand, Lycan, he's been around for ages. Everybody, like all the teams, they know how they can really deal with him if they let him slip through. Naga Siren, on the other hand, is just, I don't think they're really that comfortable yet anyway. Although, there we go, Lycan getting banned, and we could well see Naga as the final ban for Dara anyway, and they might allow stuff instead like the Nature's Prophet. They'll go, you know what, we'll let that through, let the Chen through, let stuff like that through, and let EHOME get their hands on it, because EHOME, they'll actually play a really aggressive push lineup if you let them.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna ban out. Then they have a lot of options with Wisp being banned out and Broodmother, heroes that we don't normally see banned out. Well, Broodmother has been banned out a couple of times in the first banning round, but has been left alone quite a while. And they're taking their time, really making sure that the time is used properly, and they're gonna ban out the Naga Siren. With EHOME having the first pick, they did not want to play the Naga Siren themselves, so I'm kind of curious to see what they were aiming on having as the first pick themselves. If you say a heavy pushing lineup, there is a Darkseer, is going to be banned out by Dare. I mean, there's still a Lone Druid, there's still an Invoker, Nature's Prophet, Chen, you called it, they are all still in the game. All heroes that we sometimes see banned out first. It's going to be Nature's Prophet for EHOME, which leaves Dare still to pick up one of the three heroes. That there's the Leshrac, and maybe with an Invoker, maybe with a Lone Druid. It is all possible.
I mean, we could still see a Chaos Knight. Like, obviously, Wisp really amplifies the effectiveness of that Chaos Knight, but they could quite easily just run him, run the CK, just pop in a Chen there or something, and just basically let Chaos Knight work off his own merits, or even just throw in an aggressive, like rather than picking something defensive to work with. We've seen plenty of Lenas and Chaos Knights together. That is also super effective as well. We could even see that getting run again. That is if they go for the CK. They may just go for something else entirely. EHOME, though, actually no, it's not their pick. Actually, we're going to the reserve time for Dara. They're actually thinking this one through. At the moment, the Leshrac is a pretty flexible choice, so they aren't really stuck doing anything just yet, although I would expect a relatively aggressive lineup from Dara, just because they're a team that likes to play aggressive. Same for EHOME, they don't generally go for the turtley stuff.
Yeah, if you say that they're gonna go for a pushing lineup, I mean, if they get a chance, do you think they would pick up the Tinker as well? I mean, we've seen line up with Nature's Prophet and Tinker, we've seen them both win and lose, even though if you say like EHOME is liking to play those heavy push lineups, would they do it? Venommancer picked up by Dare, wow. Very safe.
I can't remember actually. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Dara possibly playing slightly reactive here. Maybe they're just trying not to give anything away until the last couple of picks. So maybe they've got a really crazy ace up their sleeve or a joker that they want to bring out here. EHOME, I would actually like to see King J on Enigma. It gets played some of those, some of the pushes more like that have really big, to push and go for big crowd control while they're doing it. King J, if you haven't seen some of their crazy 70, 90 minute long games with basically had King J running refresher orbs on his Enigmas, and that is some absolutely insane stuff. So I would like to see EHOME bust out the big team fight like the big team fight heroes while they push, like say you get the Sand King and the Enigma together, and they get a couple of, and obviously they've already got the Nature's Prophet there, so they've got a lot of push there together between Enigma and Nature's Prophet. They could just go for some backup heroes there as well, or we might see some other choices, or they could just grab at the Chaos Knight there as well.
Chaos
Pick him up instead, and Invoker. Okay, that's slightly different. I guess they're not really going for so much. Well, no, I take that back. They can well push with that. Invoker, of course, if you're going with the Exhort build, has plenty of push with those Forge Spirits.
Yeah, and it basically secures what they want to do. They want to have Invoker solo, Nature's Prophet solo, Chaos Knight with a dual lane, I would imagine. I mean, Lina is still on the pool, Age of Separation, all those combinations with the Chaos Knight still possible. And Chen and Enchantress, not bad nor picked so far. Night Stalker, a pickup for there. So far though, I like EHOME's lineup slightly better. They are a bit more characteristic heroes. Of course, Night Stalker is a hero that is very characteristic, but Leshrac and Venomancer, not as present as the heroes from EHOME so far. And do they still have a space for a jungle hero? Yes, they do, but then they would have to have Leshrac as a solo lane. And it's gonna be, yeah, Dare doesn't want to deal with those jungle heroes, so they're gonna ban out the Chen, probably with the Enchantress ban out as well. Windrunner ban out by EHOME. You might see another solo lane ban out by EHOME as well. Queen of Pain, Puck, Bounty Hunter, you name it. All still in the pool. But, yeah.
As Yoti, one of you is Yoti, sad not to see Lion since start of time. I have not seen Lion in a million years. He has just not been a particular favourite hero at all. I think it just comes down to the fact that he takes a little while to get going, and he's very squishy and kind of easy to take down, so a lot of people have just been shying away. And as far as support heroes go, he's not a very good support hero either. He's too level hungry. As soon as he starts falling behind, he becomes rather sort of flimsy and useless. So, continuing on, and the thing is, it just comes down to, like, people. They just go, you know what, if we're going to have Lion, let's just get better AoE in the form of Lina, or let's just pick Rasta. He's got big AoE, he's got big teamfight capabilities with the Serpent Wards, or he can also just lock people down with the Hex, as well as the Shackles. The bans continuing on, though, they will ban off the Chen, as well as that Shadow Demon, while Enchantress and Windrunner get knocked out by EHOME there. The next pick for EHOME, though, they do need some support heroes. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of supports being picked up by them now.
Yeah,
they've got quite a few options open.
Enigma is actually still in, could be picking up that one. I mean, they banned out the Enchantress themselves for EHOME, which is, I actually expected them to want the Enchantress, but maybe they want to pick up the Enigma here, or they want to go for Tri-Lane. Chaos Knight on a Tri-Lane is something that Southeast Asian teams have been favoring, mostly in Dota 1, I believe, but Tri-Lane is very common and very deadly with the Chaos Knight on there as well.
This is true. This is definitely true. Although even we've just seen some really strong just dual lanes, and there we go. Sand King being picked up. This, I don't know how they're going to work that. It could be a trial, like you said, although I don't know so much about that. But we'll see what they go for. If they are going, wow, okay. They are going to go for the Templar Assassin. That is an interesting decision. I'm not sure exactly what they might actually go for the offensive dual lane with the Night Stalker and let TA get the mid, just because I think. When you're running these two heroes, I think TA is a slightly more level dependent hero. They might just put her off in the side lane and let Night Stalker take them. I mean, either way, they could flip them around either way. But that is definitely a very weird pick. Maybe they're planning to have TA solo, like solo the safe lane, and then have an aggressive tri lane.
Well, I was complaining about Dare not having a characteristic lineup. Well, that just changed. Templar Assassin clings to boot. Clings can solo lane, tri-lane perhaps with the Night Stalker. Templar Assassin, like you said, mid. It could even be a dual lane. Leshrac and Venomancer can just roam around also. Because in theory, those three heroes should be able to solo lane. And it's gonna be an aggressive tri-lane. Chaos Knight, Sand King, Age Separation. That is gonna be such a deadly lane for whoever is gonna be up against it. If it's gonna be a tri-lane with a Night Stalker, even a Night Stalker who is a pretty tanky hero, he will go down fast. So much burst damage coming out from EHOME, but I mean, when level 6 is there, when Klinks has got his Orchid, Night Stalker, Templar Assassin, level 6, Night Stalker, Nighttime, they are gonna try to find kills, but the thing is, EHOME's lanes early game looks slightly stronger in my opinion, or at least the massive lane with the Chaos Knight in it.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Dara, I said I see some weird stuff from Dara. They have got something interesting. I was not expecting the final Klinks pick there. I was not expecting the TA all that much as well, though definitely a strong pick. It's just she has not been very common ever since they fixed her Blink Dagger bug. Although there you go, we saw a really good TA earlier today, and it just came down to the fact that that was a really good counter pick against that particular lineup, whereas in this one, not so much. Multiple illusions wailing away on her refraction can get rid of it pretty quickly, and then they've got plenty. If Invoker He's doing an exhort build. The Forge Elementals, again, they just knock off those refractions really quickly, and of course you get hit by the... It can stop a lot of Epicenter and the pulsing of that, but Ice Blast, again, the ticks, really just, I don't know, she's just not that resilient against this lineup. At the very least, it's not something like Leshrac or Venomancer against her, but it looks like we've got a bit of a sweep from Dara, Sheever.
Yeah, I'm just still lost. I mean, I like seeing G play Templar Assassin, I think. I think he'll be a great Templar Assassin, playing aggressive. He's just one of those players that it's enjoyable to watch, and having a Templar Assassin in his hand should be good to watch. But like you said, a lot of disable, a lot of semi-counters for the Templar Assassin. I say semi-counters because the real counters are actually on the lineup for Dare, being that the Venomancer and the Leshrac. But it is going to be tough for him. It is definitely going to be tough for him, and it looks like Dare is trying to find something, but they won't be able to catch out the Sand King here, and Hastrun up on King J, throwing out some harassment. Which team do you want to go over to see who's playing what exactly?
Oh, honestly, I don't swing either way at the moment. I kind of do enjoy TI though, so I'm hoping that G will do one. Just the fact that G was so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
With that Rubik, I really hope G does well this match. We'll see what he can bust out with the town, whether he does any crazy different builds.
Well.
And also, I have Triple J in the chat asking what was the bug with a TA and the Blink Dagger. Basically, if she had Refraction up and she took a hit, it didn't reset the cooldown on Blink Dagger, which basically made it was very hard to kill her at all. TA, they're getting harassed in the mid, and actually Cold Feet procking, but not stunning her for very long. Obviously, only level 1.
Yeah, Aegis Operation Chaos Knight, of course, one of those legendary lanes which is just very hard to take against. I mean, G will be getting experience, and that is his bonus. He's not going to get that much last hits, because we run Reality Rift, run Cold Feet, and he'll get locked in place. There's going to be a stun from Landon as well, and he is going to drop, even though he has Refraction, it's just going to be too much burst damage, and he knows that, so he can take those creeps that come under the tower, but other than that, he can't really move out all too much. It's too risky. I'm having respect for Invoker, by the way, bottom lane versus the tri lane. And he still was not afraid to leave his tower. This
is definitely quite rough. He has started off with Quas here, but because he is up against a very aggressive lane, he may have just gone with the Quas to help him out with the regen if he gets harassed quite badly. They are invading. Dara are invading the Radiant jungle. They're going to jump in here, see if they can find anything. QQQ going to spot Leshrac coming at him, so he will back off successfully, and now they know that there may possibly be a gank. This is one of the good things about sending your tri-lanes in the difficult lane. It makes it very easy for them to get in behind the mid lane and gank them. They can come from very unexpected angles. Well, in this case, QQQ is providing some cover there, and it looks like we may see a Cold Feet proc there, although G will hit that meld to just try and fade into Invis.
Yeah, that is at least something that he can do with the combination coming off from EHOME. And a good one at that. I mean, he is able to stay alive because of that, but like I said, last hits are going to be tough. Oh, wow, Sandkin takes a Gale, lands a Burst Strike up on 2 though, but I do think he is in some trouble now, gonna get stunned, gonna go down, first blood, Leshrac, Phonic picking that one up, and he is having a good time in the jungle. That is not his jungle, but making sure that he makes it his jungle, and in the meantime, Invoker managing to get level 3 on that bottom lane still. Quite impressive.
QQQ, I mean, I find it really weird that QQQ was there, because the fact he knew these two guys were in the jungle, he knew they were prowling about, he could see they were constantly missing from the bottom lane, so the fact that he went back there and exposed himself to the high ground was a little odd. I guess he was just really hoping they weren't there, as the G is going to crowd more harassment, just getting hammered there, although Cold Feet, once again, the stun is down though, so it shouldn't proc. He will be able to back up. I think, yeah, there we go. He's got his bottle up already. He did go for the fast bottle. He's not too worried about taking a bit of damage at the moment. In fact, does he know runes? If a rune is up, no runes are up at the moment. So he might go and try and get that 4-minute one when it spawns.
Look at the positioning for bottom lane. QQQ is going to find Phonic. He doesn't see M just there. There he is. Gets stunned, gets killed. Is he on level 2 on Leshrac? Yes, but he doesn't pop his edict. Burst right away. QQQ staying alive for now. This is such a dangerous lineup for EHOME right now, and QQQ, I think he would be better off maybe even on the middle lane, maybe on the top lane, but right now he is not really getting anything done where he is right now, and there's the dive. They want to go for X. Or do they? Nope, changing
I don't think it's going to happen though. Not with Sand there, as well as that Cold Snap. Going to catch Fnatic, although here comes the Nature's Prophet. Burrow Strike though on Artstyle. There goes the Sprout, but unfortunately Edict, as well as the Split Earth, going to hit Celine, and now he's in some serious trouble. Tornado going through, going to get them a kill there. EHOME picking up a kill there on the Night Stalker, and Fnatic as well as M are going to back up. Yeah. It is getting a little bit dangerous to continue pressing in.
Nature's Prophet actually staying alive there. Was not expecting that. Looked like they were at least able to pick off one of the heroes, but not going to be the case. Stun from Leshrac doesn't hit on X this time, and doesn't give Mag an opportunity to land a Gale. So these two are just continuing here. And here's Arstyle, he's back. He's going to land a Void if he can to stop the Salve, but the Salve is already back to made Invoker back to full HP. So it doesn't do anything anymore if he stops it.
Clinks though? I think the thing we have to keep an eye on the fact that Clinks is getting complete free farm up here. He's doing whatever the hell he pleases. And this is a bit of a ticking time bomb for EHOME to have to deal with because, well, hopefully Chaos Knight can help deal with that Clinks, but at the same time, Clinks can just hit like a complete truck. And if you leave him alone with towers, he tends to actually do a lot of damage because Searing Arrows do work on towers, if memory serves me correctly. And we see there, Lanham continually trying to harass G. G currently sitting on 14 and 5. Could definitely be a lot worse considering it is 1v2 and he has a terrible, terrible range.
They're gonna go for it again. The Reality Rift hits. No stun just there though. Just harassment for now. And Psyblade's actually harassing the Chaos Knight here slightly. Chaos Knight 23 for 7, so he's doing okay. 1 second stun, but no cold feet hit there. And Regen Rune upon Chaos Knight. Do they want to dive this? They might. Full mana and all cooldowns up again for the Chaos Knight. There is a cold feet again up on the Age Deprivation. But it's just hard to kill off G. They might be able to stop him from farming, but that is it. In the meantime, in the jungle, Edict on QQQ. He burrow strikes up away from Leshrac. No kill for Fnatic there, even though he was close to getting it. What was a kill on the bottom lane? The dive was there. Invoker is the one to drop here. Venomman's a Gale hitting. Void was there, and Nightstalker picking up the first kill in his nighttime without even having to leave his lane.
Indeed, and G currently still struggling to push back. And I find it interesting that I find it funny that Nightstalker actually managed to get in this time. Furion not really managing to get down there and help out all that much, although it looks like Invoker
middle lane
is not
G
really.
Sentry Ward being used, one more hit, and it's Chaos Knight that picks up the kill. Illusion Rune helping out. That was the combination. That was a stun. There was a reality. It wasn't even a reality. It wasn't even needed. Cold feet hit. And Illusion helped out. Nature's Prophet TPing to the bottom lane. And it is Arstyle that dies this time. Way under the wrong tower. Out of position. And the rest of his team, which is actually only Venomancer, has to back off. Leshrac was already way far back. I do think that was slightly overextension from Arstyle. Thinking he could manage it with nighttime there. Illusion Rune, or Smoke Up actually on the Leshrac. No Invisibility Rune. And he's gonna just land a ward and move back here. And it's not in range of the sentry, I believe.
Definitely. What happened there was he's only level 5. Normally if he was solo mid, he would have had a much higher level. He would have had him maxed out Void. Although it looks like they're going to go for a gank on QQQ. Not going to be able to do a whole lot. Although actually Split Earth, bring him out of that invis there, and they will finish him off. Nature's Wrath actually doing quite a bit of damage. Although they may actually go for this dive once again. They do need to be careful though because of Cold Snap. It does so much against these heroes, especially Leshrac. So low health. Although note, they do have an Urn. Artstyle using his second charge there to heal him up. That said, Clinks is steadily working towards an Oblivion. Another Oblivion stuff, although he is about to get possibly ganked. They have actually dusted him. However, the Sprout, Furion screwing that up and trapping himself.
That was a bit mad. It was funny though. It was funny. Gotta hand him that, giving some entertainment to all the viewers at this hour. In the meantime, middle lane, we have Age of Deprivation dropping, Templar Assassin getting killed, getting still onto Cold Feet though, Burst Strike, Cold Snap, and that's a kill. Nature's Prophet coming in to take the last hit, making up for his mistakes. And good trade there in favor of EHOME, getting that Templar Assassin still. Nightstalker invisibility.
Dara's coming to mid lane. But there's a counter ward there. They're going to jump and look at the stuns about to erupt. Burrow Strike. Going to chain a Chaos, but only 1 second though. He's not getting good numbers on these stuns at all. And Artstyle, I honestly don't feel like he should have gotten away there. It's just, that's how the dice roll for Lanham.
Yeah.
He really just has not been getting good numbers.
Has to pray more to the RNG gods there. It's just, yeah, unlucky. Only 1 second stun. That chance is just, yeah. And it was also, I mean, he just get that level 7. Right now it wouldn't have happened, because now he's got minimum stun of 2 seconds, but... Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles, that's how they say that.
Okay, so... Chaos Knight, how much has he farmed? 37 7. The issue is he is nowhere close to that Klink's at the moment. Klink's currently up to 3rd, up to 61 and 5, and he's getting some of the larger jungle creeps out of it as well. And he should be able to bring down this tower. If they leave him alone for much longer, this tower is probably going to drop. He's going to be able to bring it down with these searing arrows if he wants to. Will really help out his team, especially the money-hungry heroes like Leshrac, who really need to get some core items up, or even just some basic items up to deal with survivability and mana issues. Poor old Leshrac, so squishy at level 4 at the moment, 560 health, and nowhere near enough mana to keep him moving along there. Now, X is actually skulking at the moment with Ghostwalker. I don't know if he's planning to try and set something up on Art Style, or if
I think
he's just hiding and trying to leech experience.
He knows it's nighttime, he knows he wouldn't be safe with that silence up on Art... Or actually, silence is not up on Art Style. But he just wants to get that experience. He got it, he got level 7. And now he's gonna go for the rune, which is actually gonna be a regen rune. He'll get his mana back up, which is always nice. But yeah, he couldn't do anything on that bottom lane, and it looks like Dare is going for either a gank or otherwise a tower. They're not gonna find anybody here though, unless they're gonna find X here again, and they will. Indeed, see the actually, yeah, there is a ward there. They see him there. And not only Leshrac and Venomance are going there, but also G on his way there. He wants to be the one to get the last hit on the kill, maybe, if he's lucky enough. Tower getting pressured, Edict going through. They know that Invoker is still there. There goes the tower, Leshrac picking it up. Invoker, they know he's there, there's the dust. So wards being placed everywhere, they don't see him though.
Oh my god, how have they not found him? I'm going to bring up the Dare. Yeah, they just can't. They just haven't ducked in there. And somehow X, and they're even bringing in the trick. They found him now. So now they see him.
Oh wow.
Oh man, almost got away too. But once the tower went down, they had free reign to keep checking for him.
They even placed 2 sentry wards for that. They didn't want to lose him, but oh wow, expensive kill. They did get a tower though, so of course that's nice. But at least, I mean, Invoker knew he was probably gonna die, but he baited out 2 sentry wards. Hey, that's not too bad.
Well, he baited 2 sentry wards, but at the same time, EHOME did get a very important kill on Klink. So they do need to keep shutting this guy down, otherwise he's going to become a huge problem. But Dust and a 3-man gank up top did bring him down in the end. A slow there on King J. King J in some serious trouble. If G decides to go for him, changes his mind though, chickens out. Does really need that Blink Dagger to help out with his mobility. He is going for a Refraction and then a Meld build. This is pretty stock standard stuff. Only getting 1 level in Sideblades just for the cleave. Or rather the spill damage. It's not technically cleave, I think. Anyway, looks like M just going to share some jungle here. Although Artstar also going to take a bit of it himself. As Chaos Knight finds himself in a visibility room, they could try and set something up on mid. There is also a counter ward down in mid as well to prevent TA from just trying to hide there.
Yeah, freshman even. They're gonna have some visitors though. Dare coming in from the side. Oh, invisibility rune. This is. I mean, you're gonna try for a gank and the invisibility rune just screwing it up for you. Burst Strike, Venomance are gonna be the target. Ancient Deprivation ulti will fly in, will fly over rather. I'm not sure if that was intended. I don't think so. Venomance are dropping. QQQ is gonna drop here too though. Or Stick Charge is keeping him alive. Burst Strike up to Phonic. It is Invoker that gets a double kill. He got the kill up on the on the Templar Assassin as well. And there goes Leshrac still. Native Prophet getting the last hit. 3 for 1. Wow. That was just... I mean, Dare is thinking they were setting up for a gank. But they were just getting ganked. Counter-ganked. Gankers getting ganked. Nightstalker picking up the kill on the Sand King still. How did he do that? Oh, that was the Urn Charge, I guess.
Possibly indeed, although it looks like they are going to take this first tier tower. They take it from the mid. This gives them a lot of mobility, a lot of room to move if they want to. It is now the second day's cycle, an art style. 3, 2, and 2 could have been worse. At the very least, he did chalk up some kills on the board. Definitely could have been a lot worse. He was in the side lane, which slowed things down a little bit there. But the main thing is, G has been fine. Well, what is that? He's going for... Okay, this is interesting. He's not bothered. He's not doing the really fast Blink Dagger. I'm not sure if it's just because he feels like his farm has not been nearly good enough to get that Blink Dagger up and running, or if it's because he just wants an extra negative armor. But he will be dealing a lot of negative armor.
If he gets
Possible,
that,
yes.
Roshan is definitely soloable by Templar Assassin if he gets that extra minus armor up. In the meantime, top lane, Epicenter, QQQ might still die though, Godlike is gonna drop here for sure, and Nature's Prophet getting the last hit. Sand King still alive for some weird reason, Arcel coming in, it's gonna be Nature's Prophet that will take a fall there. As a result, they still know, oh nice side blades, Templar Assassin double kill, gets the kill on QQQ, 2 for 1, and okay, you might lose the Clinks, but double kill on G is definitely something that is worth the Clinks, I think. Clinks also had his Orchid already complete, so didn't lose out on all that much. And yeah, double kill. Level 9, Templar Assassin has got his Medallion of Courage complete, so we will see Roshan being attempted fairly soon.
Definitely possible. Unfortunately, Clinks, they got the kill on Clinks, but yeah, the double, taking 2 at the same time. That said, Clinks, his Orchid is done, like you said, and this is really, really bad news indeed. Night Stalker taking a tower, though. Just going to check the XP chart, still favouring Dara, also the gold chart, favouring Dara just a little bit, 1,500 gold lead, not a huge deal though, the stun down on Dara on the bottom, on G down on the bottom lane, he needs to run for his life, Reality Rift, and now he's stuck, Cold Feet have procced, he was dragged back far enough at that proc, and the last hit there, Celine Goodnesses, Nature's Prophet will pick up that kill, and they can press down this tower pretty easy, they've got 3 heroes here, plus the extra creep there. From the Furion, I think they're getting its tower without too much contest. There is a Clinks coming in, but although, well, TA actually exploding that from a range. Will he try and take him down? He's going to silence him. The extra damage, will it be enough? There is a counter ward there to spot the Clinks. He decides to pull back. And the damage amp won't be enough to finish off Invoker, who will just heal up. The bottom tier, first tier tower, will get taken out by EHOME. And Dara, I think they've just lost... No? Okay. Dara's gold lead actually increases. I guess they must have taken another... No, wait, there it goes. It jumps back. I was about to say.
Yeah, it jumps back towards the Radiance. I mean, tower is one in favor right now of EHOME with that last tower down. And still Goldcraft in the court of Dara, so doing a good job there. And that is gonna be that Clinks mostly. Him free farming on the top lane. And Roshan being attempted now indeed by Dara. They'll increase their gold difference with that. It doesn't look like EHOME knows that it's going on right now. So that's an advantage that Dara has. And Age of Separation ulti is gonna fly and hit, and too late though. Roshan dead, and Night Stalker picking up the Aegis. Oh, Dust.
Dust getting popped out at him.
Gale going through 4 seconds down. He might be able to take Leshrac down with him, and he does get the kill on the Leshrac, but Chaos Knight goes down, at least not in vain. Clinks picking up the kill. They saw the invisibility room being picked up, used the Dust for it successfully so. Invoker making sure that mana gets burned, and the rest of EHOME can be safe. But still, that Chaos Knight dropping there, not very ideal. Far from
This is definitely not. This is definitely looking quite problematic. The fact Chaos Knight has been picked up a couple of times. This is definitely opening things back up for Daryl. It looks like they are getting hammered here pretty hard in the middle lane. That Ancient Apparition Ice Blast doing the work there on Night Stalker, unfortunately. Now he's going to be back, but look, there's the Epicenter. I believe QQ got stunned for a second. He will get cleaned up by an Edict, and now the Furion is in some trouble. He will try and teleport home and succeeds to escape. And now Dara just fighting back here. Although, of course, Clinks is quite fat. Could upgrade his boots now if he wants to. He might just even go for a fast BKB. Because that will, if he just says, you know what, screw the power trips, let me just get the BKB. It will stop him from being locked down by all these super painful stunts. It will make him much less, it will make him pretty much not at risk at all to the Sand King. That'll be the other main thing.
Definitely. Sand King, I mean, he had a nice epicenter there. I just have to point that out. He got a full duration of the epicenter before he died. And, at least he got that much.
Well, it doesn't matter if he dies, because it keeps pulsing after he dies.
But still, he stayed alive for a while. Still got picked off, but good epicenter. They did manage to pick up the Night Stalker there, I think, didn't they? Well, the Aegis at least. They picked up the Aegis.
Yeah, they got rid of the Aegis at the very least.
Yeah, that's at least something that they got out of that, but not really a good dive from EHOME in that case. And first off, being built up by the Invoker. I'm quite surprised with Chaos Knight. Did you just discuss the orb up on the Chaos Knight?
I know, I didn't see that. That's new. Okay, it looks like he's going for a fast Manta.
Yeah, but that is an unorthodox build. Oh wow, what is he doing? Oh, he's invisible. He's gonna try to pick someone off. God Black.
I've actually seen it. I've actually seen it a couple of times this tournament. I have actually just gone for the fast Manta. It's not been a terrible thing. A lot of teams have also just gone for, just go straight for the armlet or something. But I have actually, it's not the first time I've seen the fast Manta. I don't think it's terrible either. It gives him what he needs.
Yeah,
Move speed to help prevent him from being kited. It definitely helps him out. I mean, it's an alternative to building, because often we see the fast drums on him instead, and then they move into an armlet. I think it's sort of an alternative build. It gives him that movement speed that he really wants. It gives him attack speed too. He does require that just a bit because, of course, and this is it, because he's going for the early levels in Chaos Strike. He's only gone for a level 2 Reality Rift. I think that's the other reason, because he wants that attack speed. And, of course, his illusions, I'm pretty sure, can proc off his crits.
That is definitely
Although it's not as effective. They're not as effective as his ultimate illusions, but at the same time, they're still quite painful. And if he goes into the battle with like a whole army of illusions, it becomes very, very difficult to pick out the ones that you need to get rid of first, because those do really, really hurt. Those ultimate phantasms.
I heard you calculating, oh, wait a second, 2 seconds stun. Phonic is gonna be staying alive for now. Or, yeah, Ancient's Aberration Ultimate is not gonna kill him off. Venommancer drops though, and Leshrac indeed staying alive for now. Is gonna be X, is gonna be looking for him, is gonna be finding him. Also, no! He doesn't find him. Nice one there, as we see a epicenter being casted here. Artstyle is gonna be locked inside a cold feet. G is gonna go down. Invoker picking up the kill. There goes Leshrac still down. Ancient Aberration picking up the kill on that one, as we see Goblak 4 seconds down. Cold feet, he is not oh! Why is he not dead? Shadowwalk, wow! Dust being used, but he is already gone. Nice play, 3 seconds down will make sure that it kills off the Night Stalker. The only one left alive here for Dare is Goblak, but I'm not sure if you can call that alive.
This is it. No, he's not going to be alive. There is an Ice Blast coming in, and oh no!
It missed!
Oh, you lucky sod!
It missed, jeez. Tower will still go down.
Holy
for EHOME
crap. So lucky. So lucky. That is ridiculous. Yeah, to go back to the illusions, it's a 66. Each illusion does 33% damage, right? Of the main hero. So it's a 66% damage increase effectively. And when they can crit, that's actually pretty significant. The level of crit that Chaos Knight can bust out, even a couple of lucky crits, 300%. That's a pretty significant deal.
It is, definitely. And we're gonna see Goblak trying to get a kill, actually successfully so. And he's gonna be able to back off. Just a quick kill on the Sand King, finding him in the jungle, killing him in the jungle, and moving back out of the jungle. And that is what we're gonna see more often. And I do think that is EHOME's cue to stay more grouped up than they were before. That is the only solution there. Nature's Prophet picking up an ultimate orb as well, and he is not gonna go for a Mental Stop, but he is gonna go for most likely a Sheep Stick to deal with the Templar Assassin, to deal with the Klinks or the Night Stalker. And talking about Templar Assassin, she is just clearing out the Ancients here with the help of Mag. Blink Dagger up on the Templar Assassin as well. And Mechanism being built up on the Venomancer, who almost has a complete Goblak though. He's on the look for more. He's gonna find a kill soon. Oh, invisibility though. Tornado? Do they have a gem? Yes, they have a gem. Invoker has a gem. Cat sounds. Dust.
Oh, he gets the dust off. There's the Sprout, and here comes Night Stalker to defend him. They do get an EMP down. Ice Blast incoming, 4 seconds done. He cannot miss this time round, and that is a very dead Klinks.
Yeah, and Sand King getting revenge and getting the last hit. Yeah, he had no way of escaping there. And Invoker being the one with Gem of True Sight, a very good one to have that on, because he is pretty tanky with having that cross up there, and he has a 4-staff, nice mobility. He is not gonna die anytime soon. Unless he's gonna be found by himself, but right now there's no more surprising the Invoker, because he got the Gem of True Sight. So good choice for a gem on him, indeed.
It's also just going to give them decent map control, like they can just get rid of those wards. It's really going to help things out as well. And also just make it much, much easier to run down that Klinks and just basically help them pick him off.
Yeah, and
I think this is going to be... this is not looking good for top. Although he's baiting with illusions and will just teleport on out. Just going to leave them there to continue attacking stuff. Maybe they keep on killing the creep. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter too much. Sand King though works... Oh boy, he's really not looking too looking too far at the moment. Does have his Arcane Boots up and running, but he is nowhere near that Blink Dagger that he so badly desires.
Yeah, if he's gonna be farming for it, I'm not sure. He might just try to go for some cheaper items first, because he's been dying a lot. He's died 6 times out of the 14 kills that Dare has done. 6 are on the Sand King. Not really ideal for the situation for him to be in. And Klinks can still pick him up fairly fast with that. And nice. Tim of Trueset, of course, also making sure there's not going to be any traps up for the Templar Assassin.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, Invoker has been walking over a couple and having TA pop them while he's busy getting ganked by another person. As it looks like, I think Invoker is taking that farm, not sharing at all. Meanwhile, I was watching Am. He is just catching up on his farm. He is still working on that mech. Oh, I believe it's going to be a mech. Yes, it is. It's done and dusted right about now. So M is actually pretty decently but 24 minutes in as a hard. I think he's been playing hard. Oh, actually, no, Leshrac, I think, has been. Oh, I think they've been sharing actually. Leshrac does have a point booster and drums of endurance. So, yeah, they must have been sharing the duties. And this is decent because it gets both of them farmed up at the 25-minute mark. They both have some decent items. Leshrac is not too squishy. And they do have the mech done. And the mech is, of course, very important. Although they are against an AA, they have to be careful to pop that before the Ice Blast hammers an entire team, because then they just cannot heal anybody.
Yeah, it looks like EHOME is looking to push maybe some on the bottom lane. There's 4 heroes there, even though the tier 2 is already down, so I'm not sure what they're trying to bait out here. Maybe they're hoping for someone to go for the Chaos Knight and then find out that there's 4 heroes and not just 1, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be that lucky. They're just gonna have to share the experience. They're gonna counter it though, and it gets blinked up on. They know that the Invoker is there, and probably know that there's probably gonna be more heroes than just the Invoker.
Legendary level 1, what part of the effects of Ice Blast is it prevents healing. You just cannot do crap. You cannot heal anything. Which is why, pretty much why, if Klinks got hit in that fountain, he was screwed. He couldn't heal. But really, if you see a mass heal push strat, picking AA is one of the best ways to shut that down, just because they cannot heal. As long as you slam them with those Ice Blasts.
Yeah, you have to actually hit them though.
Let's go back to this game. Oh, this is true. You definitely have to hit them. But it looks like the Aegis will be back up on Roshan in just a second, as Am is busy scouting it out with Plague Wards. He's actually not so much scouting it. He knows the time that's respawning, and he's getting ready to actually do Roshan with his team just by spamming the Plague Wards in there.
Yep. And EHOME is probably having the timer as well. They could take a fight there. I mean, Epicenter level 2, pretty nice one for him to go on. Should he want that? Which is of course going to be the question. I do think he want that though.
Artstall is just skulking. What is he doing? He's sort of hiding up here and hoping someone's going to come down here and try and farm the wave. I'm not dead sure what he's up to just yet. He has got a recipe for a Black King Bastard. He's about 600 gold away from finishing that up. Just needs a Mithril Hammer to go with the O Club. Roshan is back though.
Oh,
the question is, will they go for it now? But there is a gank on top.
There is the silence. There is the void, and there is the TP out not in time. Klinks picking up the last hit. Extra gold for the Nature's Prophet. Sorry, for the what's his face? For the Night Stalker as well. A separation ulti is gonna hit, and there goes Phonic. Wow, Sand King picking up the last hit. They're gonna chase down Arstyle, who rotated here. They're gonna find Mag first, who lands a kill, but also gets a 2-second stun. Is gonna drop here. Cold feet upon Arstyle, who tries to get something done on the real Chaos Knight here. Is he gonna be in time? Yes, he is. Klinks coming in to pick up the last hit, 2 for 2, as we have an Epicenter on the back. We have an Epicenter killing off the Templar Assassin, while helping off killing off the Templar Assassin. Sand King still goes down though. EMP to mark the retreat of EHOME. 3 versus 3. Although to note, we had Chaos Knight dying and Nature's Prophet dying, and it was actually Klinks and Nightstalker staying alive, as in only Templar Assassin, the only semi-carry going down for Dare. The rest was all supports. So a bit better fight for Dare, as they're gonna try to take Roshan for it. Well, I say try, they're just gonna do it.
Yeah, easy. They have all of that negative armor to throw on Roshan, so very, very easy for them to get rid of him. Just to mention that Venomancer actually in the end got run down by an illusion, which procced a 450 damage crit on him. So unfortunately, that's exactly what those things do. Those things can completely decimate him. And now he can actually spawn an entire army of them. He does have the Mantis Style and the level 3 Phantasm, so it's going to be, if he can get in on top of someone, he will just completely wreck them in a matter of a few seconds. Like, even G is not safe. They will just chew through his refractions so quickly. Although he is actually building himself a BKB, and he's about 1100 gold away from that. Although there is a Hex finished up Sheever on that Nature's Prophet.
finally. He is building towards that for quite a long time, to be fair. But he's just got picked off a couple of times and it got delayed. But having that is so important to deal with the Klings, to deal with the Night Stalker, and as well as with the Lanaya. It's just... There's just so much that they need more than one. Oh, they're gonna go for this team fight though. It's gonna be G first. Dust is on there. AAL2 is not gonna hit anybody, but they're gonna go for Klings instead. Klings, who silenced up the Invoker for now. Lan in the middle of all of that pops his Manta Cell. Is he gonna go for a Phantasm? Not just yet. Leshrac as well as Venomancer. The two supports very low. It's gonna be Nature's Prophet picking up the Venomancer and the rest of there on the way out, and they will be fine. But look at the life of the Radiant team. Oh, so low.
Indeed, just barely escaping there. King J still working on that mech there. He is not even that. In fact, he's nowhere near it just yet. Chris, is he going to fire off an ultimate? No, he decides to stay. He decides to hold on to it. Doesn't go for any long bombs. I don't think there's anything that's really low. No, there's nothing left low enough for him to kill. Except, no. He didn't catch Cytophonic though, so he is very, very low indeed.
He is just running towards the base, taking a pretty standard route. Casey is gonna get sniped by a Sunstrike. Although Sunstrike would be very low level, wouldn't be able to get him killed off anyway. Templar Assassin almost done with her BKB. That will be a change for them, and no side device needed for Templar Assassin at that time anymore.
Indeed, and also I should mention that Klinks is running around with his own gem now. I'm not sure if that's retrieved from the enemy team. In fact, Invoker still has his gems, so it probably belonged to Dara in the first place. In this case, G so close to that BKB. Really wants to get that up. Night Stalker as well, going for the BKB, has that done and dusted. Another 2,000 gold in the bank. And I think we might see a late Arganims on him, possibly. The map control is really good if they're doing night pushes, for sure.
Yeah. I'm not sure though. I mean, he might just want to stay for buyback or just go for the Abyssal Blade straight off. Not going for
Abyssal Blade. Who's going for an Abyssal Blade?
Oh, Night Stalker maybe. I mean, there's a lot of stunts coming off from the Chaos Knight. He might want one for himself with a Basher first, of course. I mean, it is a fairly standard build for a Night Stalker. Of course, you see Negatives first, but I don't know. Abyssal Blade wouldn't be bad up on our side right now.
I have never seen a Night Stalker go that late in quite some time, so I don't know if they'd go for an Abyssal Blade. But you know, there are definitely worse items. So today, I don't know. It's just an Abyssal Blade. No, I saw a Basher yesterday, but that was on a bear.
No, there was a Basher on the Night Stalker, and the game ended before you could get an Abyssal Blade. Smoke off for Dare as
maybe
well
we did.
as
I can't remember.
EHOME, by the way, thinking the same thing. Because it's a very even game, by the way. Just pointing that out. We have no idea who is really on the lead here, because we just don't know who is having the late game. Of course, experience is in favor of Dare. They have been taking the last couple of kills, and gold in favor of Dare as well. But EHOME still looking very strong. Oh, and they're gonna find Arsal here as well. There's gonna be a stun, or is there gonna be? No, it's gonna be BKB first. X silenced up. There's gonna be BKBs all around, actually. Wow, look at this massacre. Who's gonna go down first? It's gonna be the Sand King Invoker going down as well. Arslan being turned into a piglet, but Nature's Prophet is still gonna go down. Night Stalker picking up the kill. 3 for 0 so far. The only one almost close to dying is Mac, but he is fine. He picked up the gem that Invoker dropped. Ancient Preparation is gonna drop by the Klings, and the only one left alive, Lan, able to TP out, able to run back out, but oh.
The issue is at the moment that Dara, they have 3 BKBs up on their primary heroes. This is the main thing. It really prevents Ancient Apparition and Sand King and even Invoker, because he is doing the Exalt Wax, from doing absolutely anything. They are completely ineffective during this fight. It's pretty much down to Chaos Knight and a little bit of auto attack damage from Furon, who honestly doesn't do that much either just yet. And these BKBs are just rendering EHOME's lineup so ineffective. I honestly don't think if Dara keep being aggressive like this, I think they're going to lose the racks. Especially considering Klinks is really fat at this point in time. He does have 2.4k in the bank, has a BKB, has an Orchid. He is definitely quite farmed for 33 minutes in.
Definitely. And for the people in the chat asking, this is actually only game number 1. There's still going to be a game number 2 after this one. And yeah, so that's the answer to that question.
Oh yeah, I mean, it could be a complete turnaround. That's the Chaos Knight is working. He's working away on a heart. We'll see if he can make his illusions super tanky with that, but also he's just himself really, really tanky. The other thing is, I think the other problem is the fact that they do have, for the TA, it really does, in some respects, mess with Chaos Knight, because if he's got some illusions up front and she manages to spill damage with her cleave from the illusions into him, that canes. That absolutely, because the damage amplifies the damage into him as well. It's not just he takes normal damage as well, though. 4-second stun there on Artstyle. Oh, combo. There's no way he's getting out of that.
Nope.
He can just BKB and flee now, though.
Here comes the rest, though. They want to take this team fight. Epicenter on the BKB target.
This is what I mean. Epicenter does nothing, because the BKBs, as soon as you get them, it's just, tanking is so useless.
Oh, look at that. All being set up by greedy EHOME that wanted to take another kill up on the Night Stalker. Where is he? There he is. King J. Age Separation hiding in the trees. Wow, Mac thinks something like that might be going on there. Oh, they get him also. They find him. Look at that. King J will drop here. He's going to do some damage to Phonics still, but oh, wow. Can't believe they actually found him there. And that's the only one left alive.
Well, they figured. I saw how far...
Sorry?
You saw how far Artstyle died, and you figured, okay, well, I know he can't have possibly have outrun me. I can't see him anywhere. He can't have TP because I was hot on his heels. He must have juked. And you saw them. They spaced out their spotters. They threw in the Plague Ward. They threw in the Trap Ward. And then they finally went, okay, well, we'll throw another one in. It was a stun, found him, and bam, dead. But here we go. Here's the rack, Sheever. This looks like game over. For EHOME, possibly.
The last 2-3 couple of team fights, EHOME was just not able to pull it together with epicenters over BKB targets that didn't accomplish a single thing. And I mean, overextension, going for a kill with all 5 of them when not knowing where the rest of Dare was, is just not something they can afford right now. It looks like Dare is playing it very safe though. They're going back, and EHOME still confident that they can take this game, at least not giving up just yet. This is an important match for them also to note. I mean, they still have a chance at the top 4. Dare doesn't, but EHOME needs those points. They want those points. Yeah. Winner's bracket is just going to be so much more comfortable when the main event comes. Only one game in the loser's bracket can knock you out. Not something any team would want.
Definitely very dangerous to start up in the losers bracket indeed. And right now, well, Dare, they're doing a good job at making EHOME sweat. They're really causing some strife for them. Chaos Knight still trying to work towards that heart after that disastrous last battle in the top lane. He is nowhere near it. He's going to find himself, he's going to pick up a haste rune there and just go straight back to farming. Not looking to overextend right now.
Yeah, and his Urn on 0 charges actually spells out a bit what this game is about. Chaos Knight not able to participate in all that many kills. So far, 14 out of 20. I mean, he's been able in the kill. He's been participating in the kills, but the last couple of team fights, his Urn charges, he doesn't have any. Oh, what is he gonna do? 3-second stun, 2-second stun. It's gonna be turned into a piglet. A separation ulti flying in, not hitting though. Looks like Dare wants to fight. This tornado will mark the exit. EHOME trying to back out, but it's nighttime. Arcel so fast. There's a burst strike. Arcel overextending perhaps, but he pops his BKB. Will be fine. Tons of tons of Chaos Knights there. Gonna get an ulti from the Venomancer though, then they're gonna be able to kill him off as well. Oh, nice block. Nice board being placed by the Venomancer, who gets being alive because of that. And there goes the Chaos Knight, Leshrac. And I have to say, Mag, what a play. Did you catch that?
But down the bottom line, yes indeed, they are absolutely Dare. Actually suffering a little bit, although there's Clinks with the BKB fighting back, says you can't do anything to me Sanking. A monster kill, a double kill for Clinks, and now X is in some serious trouble. Look at those crits from Clinks. The Daedalus is working its magic, a godlike for Clinks. And my god, there is no hope for EHOME now. Not a chance. EHOME not. GG.
I just want to go over again the situation that Mag was in. You saw the Chaos Knight having all his illusion up, right?
Oh yeah.
And then Mag was on
and then he blocked.
alive, and then he blocked the path, and he stayed alive, was able to TP out. I can't believe he actually did that. Venomancer not even dying in such a massive team fight is just a major loss. And there goes the throne. And it was only game number 1. Dare taking a point here from EHOME. And we're gonna see if EHOME can take a point from Dare in the next game, or if Dare can make it 2-0. And my name is Sheever, and I was gonna do my normal outro, but I don't really need to do that anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, guys, so Triumph and Sheever will be back very shortly with EHOME versus Dara Game 2. Time for EHOME to get some revenge, or can Dara regain some of their pride? They have, of course, been suffering quite a bit in this group stage. Anyway, so back in a flash.
Back in a flash indeed.